Hello, world. This is Jenita Lawal, your favorite travel curation specialist, representing Lawal Travel Services, and I am here with another travel talk, live travel talk on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Time. So be sure to tune in every Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Time. Um, I'm enjoying my coffee this morning, and I was reviewing some news from this week, and just a couple of things I want to share with you guys that I thought was juicy and interesting. The first of which is, you know that I am, if you've been listening and following me, then you know that I crush on Virgin Voyages. Like, I love Virgin Voyages, right? I've been on two different cruises and I love them. I don't watch The Bachelorette, but I saw in the news this week that The Bachelorette will actually, like, part of the season coming up. It's filmed on the Valiant Lady, which is one of the Virgin Voyages cruise ships. It's one that I've been on, and they're sailing the Mediterranean. So it's funny because I cared nothing about The Bachelorette, okay? But when I read that, I was like, oh my God, because it's kind of cool that, you've been like on a ship that's about to be debuted on the TV show. So it's pretty cool. And I've been in one of the suites that I guess the two women who are, again, I don't watch The Bachelorette, but the two women are in these suites, the Rockstar Suites or Mega Suites, and I've been in one of those. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So if you like The Bachelorette and you've been thinking about Virgin Voyages, watch the season. You'll get to see the Virgin Voyage cruise. So you can, determine if it's for you. Like, it says something about they'll be filming, like there's a scene in Pink Agave Restaurant, which is the Mexican restaurant on the cruise. So anyway, I just thought it was cool. I love when stuff like that happens. Like when stuff is, when I watch movies filmed in New York, sometimes I can pick out like, oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. That's kind of cool. That's one of the fun things about travel, right? Another tidbit in the news is Spirit Airlines. I have never flown Spirit. I don't really use Spirit because I have seen too many times that Spirit Airlines has left people stuck like Chuck. And so I don't use them or fly them, but people do. Well, they are being purchased or merging, however you want to put that, with JetBlue, who I love. And I don't know how I feel about this, right? Because I love JetBlue. I personally, like for my personal travel, JetBlue is my second favorite airline. My favorite airline is Delta. I have no shame about it. I love Delta Airlines. So whatever, and that includes Aero Mexico and Air France. Like they're like, my team. But JetBlue is my second favorite. Yes, I like it over Southwest just because I don't know, like I like being able to choose my seat. And this sounds really crazy, but they gave me a full can of soda at a time when everybody else is giving you a little stupid cup of soda. I know that sounds really crazy. But I like JetBlue. I've always had a great experience with JetBlue. And so I'm hoping that them merging with Spirit doesn't ruin what I love about JetBlue. I hope that it elevates Spirit. Because one thing I will say about Spirit is that it afforded people the opportunity to travel to places that were an obstacle before. Because there are Spirit flights to Costa Rica, there's Spirit flights to Jamaica, to various destinations that give people an opportunity to go to these places without huge cost. And so I am excited for that because I'm all about people experiencing more of the world and getting out of like their 10 block radius, right? But the service levels at Spirit like leave much to be desired. So we'll see how that goes. I will be following that because again, I love JetBlue. I actually will book people on JetBlue because I'm that confident in it. Not so much Spirit. So we'll see. We'll see how this thing goes. But I saw that and I thought that was interesting. The other interesting thing about that is if you look at the details of the purchase, it was really all about stock, right? Purchasing stocks at different prices, which as I learn more about investing, I paid a little bit closer attention to that because it's not necessarily that there's a transfer of like 3.6 billion cash, right, or actual like liquid assets, but it's all about stock purchase. So that part was also interesting to me. So take some time, like if you're interested in investing, that might be something that you might want to take a closer look at. And then just as a traveler, I would say it's worth looking at. There's been a lot of mergers lately that I've noticed, like who was it? ALG Vacations and Hyatt, which I was it Hilton. Ooh, I should know that. I think it's Hilton. I think it's Hilton. Oh my God, I should know that. But yeah, so that's actually exciting because now you can get points staying at because ALG, in case you don't know, ALG Vacations encompasses Apple Vacations, FunJet, Travel Impressions. I think Delta Vacations is up in there, or they used to be, but ALG Vacations is huge, right? And so now that it's merged with, I think it's Hilton or Hyatt. I have to go back and look. I think it's Hilton. That opens up a lot for people to get like points and things like that. And as a travel advisor, I've just been looking at what impacts that may have on the variety of things I'm able to offer clients. What does that look like for me as far as like education and perks? So lots of mergers. There's even Wyndham Vacations or Wyndham Hotels. They are merging with another company. And so it's interesting to me to see the mergers that are happening and how that's going to impact travel going forward. So stay tuned to news like that. I know it's not necessarily about a vacation, but it's something to pay attention to, right? The moves that people are making on a larger scale. Um, so the other thing I wanted to mention is that this month, which we're ending July, can you believe that we are ending July? We are heading into August. We're in the second half of the year. 2022 is about to be out of here, y'all. And I don't know about you, but it feels like it just went so fast. There were moments when it seemed really slow, but then you look up and it's just gone by, right? Um, One of the things that this month to my email list that we sent out were different tidbits about the Caribbean. And so, there's like over 7,000 islands in the Caribbean. So you could spend a lifetime traveling the Caribbean and probably not hit all of them. So we highlighted a few places for my clients this month. Um, One place was Aruba, which, in case you didn't know, and you might still have time, but in August, I want to say August 11th, Aruba has one of the biggest vow renewal ceremonies. And so you can actually register to be part of that vow renewal ceremony. Um, Book your stay and all that. But I want to say it's like August 11th. You can hit up my Instagram for more information about that. And we'll probably post a link as well so you can see the link. The other one of the other places that we highlighted was St. Lucia. Yeah, I'm excited about St. Lucia because I told you guys we have an escorted group trip next May to St. Lucia. Two actually, one for couples, one for other adult types like friends, groups, whatever. But St. Lucia is really cool. I think you don't hear a lot here. People often request like Jamaica and Dominican Republic, even the Bahamas, Mexico, but I don't get a lot of requests for St. Lucia, and it's such a wonderful place. Like, and it's you could stay, you could do. That's one of those places where you can do what's called a split stay, and you could stay like 3 or 4 nights in one area, 3 or 4 nights in another area, and get a different feel. Right. That's also what I like about Jamaica because you can stay in different parts of the island and get a completely different feel. And St. Lucia is that same way. There's actually even two, I call it a fish fry for lack of a better term, but there's even, two different ones going on the island. So St. Lucia is really something special. So, that was one of the ones that we highlighted this month. We also highlighted Barbados. I personally love Barbados, and I'm looking forward to going back. And one of my friends here in Mexico, Colby Holiday, which her Instagram is World of a Wanderer. She's awesome. Go follow her if you don't. But she was recently in Barbados and stayed at the Hilton Barbados, which that's where I stayed when I was there. Absolutely loved it. Great location. It's not an all inclusive, but I would stay there again because like Barbados is one of those places where you want to experience the food. So as much as I love all inclusives for my clients love all inclusives. Barbados is really one of those places where you may not want to do an all inclusive, maybe do something. It is mostly like it was a British territory, right? It has really deep roots with the UK. And so you'll find that British flavor there. And because of that, you'll find a lot of places that have what's called a European plan. European plan basically means bed and breakfast, right? So it'll be breakfast included. So you have a lot of places that are like that. And then there's a handful of all inclusives. But again, I would say Barbados is one of those places where you really don't need an all inclusive. You want to go experience the food, you want to go experience the culture. Like when I was there, we went to this bar that was in the marina there in Bridgetown, and I had curry pork, not curry, what was it? Jerk pork. It was jerk pork. I had jerk pork for the first time, and I was like, "What?" It was so good, y'all. And there was something else. So my friends and I, we had cocktails and food at this little marina bar, looking out over the marina, and we were among locals. Like it was one of the coolest experiences, you know. And then we went to this place called, I want to say it's called like Sweet something, or I have to go look it up. But it's like a buffet, but it's really cool because locals come as well, right? And it's like on Sundays it was packed, and they had the steel drums playing in, and it was just such a cool vibe. Also, there's Oyston's fish fry on like Fridays, I think, might be Fridays and Saturdays, but that was pretty cool. My friend and I bought like this huge crab that was grilled like right in front of us. So good, so good. But yeah, so Barbados is definitely some place to try. That was one of the ones we highlighted. We also highlighted the Cayman Islands. That's another one that I don't get a lot of requests for, but it truly is something special. And if you like glitz and glamour, it's great. But then if you like adventure and like diving, it's also great, right? Because it's actually made up of three different islands, and so you can get a different feel on each island. And it's just pretty cool. So, like I said, get on our curated connections mailing list, and you'll get information like this directly to your email box. And that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. It's a quick one today. I have a lot of work that I need to do because I have clients who are traveling. In case you didn't know, people are still traveling. Travel is actually booming right now, which, again, as we look at, I don't think the pandemic is over. Like, I don't know, I don't know what to call this, like, inter-pandemic? Like, what are we in right now? Like, I don't know. But whatever the case, people are moving around the world. People are traveling, and I think people have found, a way to protect themselves, right? But also enjoy life. And so travel has been booming, and I'm happy to see it. And I am happy to serve my clients and to serve you. So if you have any questions about anything travel related, please feel free to leave comments or connect with us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Um, I will leave you with that. And if there's anything else, you know how to get in touch with us. Until then, live well and travel often. Bye.